Annalie Waters will be our first server of the match. Catherine Parenteau, the receiver, who took a loss with Annalie Waters last night in their women's doubles match. A big shakeup in pool play. Right away, a near missed third from Ben Johns. It trickles over the net instead.
Perfect drop.
1-0-2. Side out. Zero, 1-1.
Wow. Wizardry with the angle there from Ben Johns at the kitchen. Explained to us earlier this week that his different paddles offer different leverage points, switches between singles and mixed doubles, what he chooses.
Tough miss, but I like the spot.
1-1-2.
Keeping Alshon honest on that sideline. It's going to be important for the duration of the match to do so. And another route. A little too good from Ben Johns.
Catherine Parenteau won a 3-game thriller in singles earlier
1-1-1.
today. And nice mixed doubles record, too, for Parenteau and Alshon. 3 losses of the 4. Welcome you back to the action. Apologize for the brief technical difficulties there. 4-1 lead for Annalie Waters and Ben Johns in game 1 against Parenteau and Alshon. Both teams unbeaten. That will end today.
Time in. 4-1-2. Side out.
It's just center. It's going to be a battle in the semifinals, too, as you look at the two teams leading the way in the Ernie pool.
Second serve.
Coverage from Ben Johns, so good at being on the run and keeping out of harm's way.
Yep.
Doesn't let you do much with a ball when you think you have him on the reins.
Right. Yeah. So smooth, Ben Johns doing Ben Johns things. Love to say it. Yeah, you mentioned the other side of the bracket. Georgia Johnson, J.W. Johnson waiting, coming off of an MLP championship under their belts.
Yeah, and that clearly served Georgia Johnson well in women's doubles last night, too.
5-1-1.
She and Tyra Black were successful in Major League Pickleball. No Tyra Black in this partnership, but win over Annalie Waters. Ooh, a little lob mixed in from Waters. Don't see that all too often from her.
It went for a little much, tried to avoid Parenteau altogether. You know, if she kept that on court, a little less off of it, even if Parenteau takes that off of the air, she's still restricted in what her options are with it. Ben Johns initiates, Ben Johns loses.
Alshon, cat-like reflexes, wearing a knee brace on the right knee. He's had some issues there this season. Dropped down in the singles ranking, would have been in the top 8 there too. Stopped playing it for several events.
2-5-1. Second serve. Two, 5-2.
put away. Big setup from Christian Alshon over to Catherine Parenteau to close it out.
3-5-2. Point.
Wow. Christian Alshon, a force through the middle.
4-5-2.
My, he got, oh wow, almost got it back.
Five, 4-1.
What a play by Ben Johns, gets it down in full anticipation.
6-4-1. Second serve. Six, 4-2. Point.
Routine dink miss for Alshon could be costly with a 3-point cushion now over to Waters and Johns. He's been so solid
7-4-2.
to start.
Side out. Four, 7-1. Point. Five, 7-1.
Nice.
Second serve.
Acrobatic move from Ben Johns.
A satisfying
5-7-2.
feeling putting a ball away like that. Just not missing
Side out.
spots ever.
Now, Parenteau and Alshon settle for a point. Waters and Johns looking to close out game one.
7-5-1. Second serve. Seven, 5-2.
And a play by Christian Alshon, creating the opening, getting the hold. Stuck on 7 for now. Parenteau and Alshon with 2 tries.
5-7-1. Point.
Great option. The inside out.
Timeout receivers.
The opening
6-7-1.
denied by them him on the court. He should have been here in men's doubles and in mixed.
6-7-1.
And our thoughts and prayers with the Wilson family that they get the answers that they need and he can be back on the court soon. Play from Ben Johns out of the break, but can't be stated enough how much we miss a player like Thomas Wilson, who is such a great asset to the sport.
6-7-2.
Yeah, he is a personality and a talent that we are missing out here. And it's quite a testament that he made it to this tournament with all the tournaments that he had missed this year, still
Yes.
had stats to be in this finals. Incredible.
Qualified in both mixed and men's doubles, even missing majority of the tournaments, as you mentioned. Top 5 in mixed. Ooh.
Point.
8-7, 1-point lead, critical part of the game.
8-7-2.
Parenteau and Alshon on a 2. Whoa! Alshon and Parenteau up 2.
Nine, 7-2. Point.
Miss from Waters.
Timeout receiver.
Game point.
10-7-2. 10-7-2.
There's the hold. Most interesting thing here for me is going to be to see what Ben and Annalie do with their thirds here.
Wow, Christian Alshon. A masterful performance at the kitchen. Waters and John stuck on 7. Second serve here.
Point.
Waters gets one back.
Eight, 10-2.
Right at the body of Parenteau, who then body bags Ben John straight ahead. Side out, game point number 2.
Penny, 1.
Oh.
And Annalie misses the follow-up dink. Parenteau and Alshon.
Game 2, time in. 0-0-2.
Well played by Parenteau out of the gate. Opening points of game 2 goes to the underdogs, Parenteau and Alshon.
1-0-2. Side out.
Waters and Johns. Old Parenteau and Alshon to just 1. Side out.
0-1-1.
Big drive. It's deep for Ben Johns. Looked surprised by the call.
Oh, no. 0-1-2. Point.
Big drive corrected. Waters and Johns even it out at 1.
1-1-2. Point. Two, 1-2.
It's deep for Alshon.
Point.
Hot start for the world number 1. Dangerous sight for Parenteau and Alshon.
6-1-2.
Away from the black hole that is Alshon. Just has a gravity that brings that ball to him. Missed dink by Parenteau.
4-3-2.
Nice spot from Waters.
Well constructed.
3-4-1. Second serve.
Pushing back the way Annalie Waters and Ben
3-4-2.
Johns know how to do.
Point.
It's a good slap for point.
4-4-2.
Beautiful passing shot.
Right back to where we started. Waters and Johns up by 1, excuse me.
5-4-2.
Oh, back to it. High bounce now. Good patience from Ben.
Couple of times working the backhand side of Alshon, stepped into the forehand, the one he thought he should make.
Timeout.
Timeout and a 2-point lead for Waters and Johns. We're going to step aside for a quick break too. 2-point lead to the world number 1, looking to force a third game.
Point.
Heavy drive from Alshon. Part of the way they got game 1.
5-6-1. Second serve. Five, 6-2. Tied out.
Right at the feet of Parenteau. Great spot by Waters.
6-5-1. Second serve. Six, 5-2.
Oh, on a shot she could barely attack. Waters powers it home. Thought Christian Alshon was going to whip the ATP there. He didn't.
Yeah, world-class pickleball finally breaking that scoreless streak.
Seven, 5-2.
Oh yeah, huge close from Ben Johns.
through the middle. Waters hits another winner. 9-5 lead in game 2. And take a deep breath as Parenteau and Alshon call a timeout.
Yep.
Biggest gap. On a 2, Ben Johns looking to close it out. Needs to force a third. Oh! ATP could not be defended by Waters. Serve surrendered to Parenteau and Alshon.
Alshon waits on this one to give him that ATP option. So good.
Second serve.
Ben Johns just makes it look easy.
Five, 9-2. Point.
Drop for point from Parenteau.
6-9-2. Side out.
Quick side out. No points for Parenteau and Alshon. 2 more tries for Johns and Waters to go the
9-6-1.
distance.
Second serve. Nine, 6-2.
The drop and approach from Ben. Volley denied to Parenteau. Athletic dinking here. Ben opens up the court and takes it.
Game point.
For a game point with it.
Hit 6-2.
Oh my, what an angle. Walk-off winner from the kitchen for Ben Johns. 11-6.
Much better balls with the placement option as opposed to just attacking.
Both teams playing for the top spot in the Ernie pool as we look ahead to Saturday's semifinal matchups. Waters leading the way with first serve in game 3. It all comes down to this.
Oh, yes.
Easy pop-up chance and a cookie for Waters to gobble up at the kitchen.
Yeah, we'll see what Alshon and Parenteau have for Annalee and Ben in this game 3, but we might have a untouchable mode here. We haven't seen the likes of since Nationals when Ben was playing with Simone. And it's the setup to the sideline of Alshon that gives Ben Johns that checkmate. Well played by Annalee. Gets that ball behind him. All he can do is seek to reset. Ben Johns puts it away.
Two, 0-2. Point.
Great defense from Waters in the transition area. That's so undershadowed with the offense she possesses, but she creates
3-0-2.
offense from suspicious places that no other players can. Big serve, too. 4-0 lead now for Waters and Johns.
Four, 0-2.
What? Oh, pure insanity across the board. A round of applause for peak performances from world-class pickleball pros.
Timeout receiver, 5-0-2.
Love that ATP defend with the intent behind it. Deep in that corner. Pushing them back, seeking advantage until check.
Time in. 5-0-2. Side out.
Down to the toes of Ben Johns, who was already walking off the courts, admitting defeat.
And that's the first instance of impatience that we've seen from Annalie and Ben on the paddle of Annalie, and the first side out thusly.
Second serve.
Deep return wins matches, wins titles.
0-5-2.
And that's just team chemistry right there. Ben Johns leaving that ball for Annalie's forehand. Love that.
5-0-1. Second serve. Two.
Oh. Foot faults. The replay will likely show, yep, that is a clunky left heel right on the line.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic look from our replay crew, brought to you by PPA.
After review, the fault call stands. Challenge is lost, a timeout is lost. One timeout, one timeout. We will resume play at 0-5-1.
Thick foot fault, great call by our head referee here.
We usually don't miss those.
Time in.
But a brief
0-5-1.
break in the action nonetheless. Parenteau and Alshon looking for the board in game 3. Never the same spot twice. That's what sets Ben Johns apart. He can change his target up even a couple of inches.
Right. Yeah,
from where you just saw it.
Micro game.
Well done by Alshon. Waters was running all the way to the opposite corner thinking he was going there. Guessed wrong, and Parenteau and Alshon are on the board.
1-5-2.
Took a ride on the tape, landed back on Waters' side. Parenteau and Alshon collect 2.
And they are on the board. This could be the floodgates here, game 3. Alshon's there for the continuance.
Side out.
And the eye from Ben Johns. He's going to secure that side out. 1 point away from the side switch.
5-2-1.
That'll get it done.
What a play by Ben Johns to close it out. 6-2 lead at the end change. 4-point lead with it. What's changed to create some momentum back on the side of Waters and Johns?
Just remembering for themselves what good pickleball is all about, you know, like the game, you know, what's on the line here. I mean, like we mentioned earlier in this weekend, these players have such high expectations.
He's looking to claim the 1 seed, going up 3-0.
Active dinking here.
Waters steps in for the counter.
So sneaky. And Michelle, that's why we use the term initiate. When she played that off the bounce, that's the beginning of the hands battle. And she's ready for that next ball to come back from Alshon and get that true winner to the sideline.
Second serve.
Great spot from Alshon, jamming Ben up. Tough out of the air or off the bounce option. ATP defended. Looking to make offense during defense, misses just wide.
8-2-2.
Get from Parenteau on the ATP.
And Waters had a play on it, but let it go correctly.
Side out.
We're hearing the roar from Alshon as he seeks morale for his team.
2-8-1.
Alshon anticipating well here. And the missed dink from Parenteau. That's what those grindy points can pull out of a player.
2-8-2.
Oh. Oh, instead of taking it out of the air, she attacks off the bounce. Parenteau gets the final say and a thrilling point.
A 25-hit rally there. 2 incredible resets to get it that far, and then the sneaky off the bounce attack from Parenteau for the punctuation.
Side out.
Catches him in the body.
Yeah. 8-3-1. Second serve.
Alshon forces them to handle his pace.
5-point lead for Waters and Johns.
8-3-2.
So happy to be welcoming in our Tennis Channel audience here at the CIBC PPA Tour Final, presented by Roar Organic, an electrifying point to open you up. And a side out with it for Parenteau and Alshon. Thrilled to be alongside current touring pro Rob Cassidy. I'm Michelle McMahon. Today is the final day of pool play, and the intensity has been palpable all weekend long. Both teams vying for the top spot in their pool.
Discipline is setting into the dink game here. Oh, and a missed dink from Ben Johns, the first one in a long time.
Got one.
Fortunately, they have that cushion, but we haven't seen that yet, that missed two-handed backhand from Ben.
Yeah, well, if you're just joining us here on Tennis Channel, you picked a great time to tune in. This is day 3 of the pool play action. We started on Wednesday. That's deep.
Oh,
Great
man.
pressure from Alshon. Both of these teams are 2-0 in their pool. You had to be qualified to get to this point in the season. Only the top 8 teams advanced to the final here in San Clemente. Waters going off down the line on Alshon.
That's huge. Anything that you can throw at them to halt that momentum that Alshon can ride so well. The intensity is magnifying as we reach the conclusion of game 3.
5-8-2.
Leaves it for Anna Lee.
Oh, Christian Alshon gets called for the fault on his way around the opposite corner. We call that a Burt. But it is denied. And instead, Waters and Johns will claim back the ball.
That was a great attempt, but not clean as his foot stepped into the non-volley zone. That's a no-no when taking the ball out of the air.
Here's a replay of the foot fault situation. Cannot step on that kitchen line or around it. after taking the ball out of the air. And right away, another point for the world number one, the most dominant duo in the world, Annalie Waters and Ben Johns. They were tested in game one. Parenteau and Alshon took a monstrous.
Welcome back to the CIBC PPA Tour Finals here in beautiful San Clemente, California. The best of the best here are trying to see who can make it to Championship Sunday. Waters and Johns taking down Parenteau and Alshon in a tough three-game match.
Parenteau and Alshon threw the kitchen sink at the number one team in the world. Annalie Waters, Ben Johns had to earn every single inch of that match. They did it in three. It was not easy, but as the number one seed do in mixed doubles, they got through.
Well, welcome on in to the Pickleball TV studio, Cameron Blackwood alongside Matt Manassi, and we do have our winner standing by, Annalie Waters, Ben Johns. First of all, congratulations to you guys making it out of pool play 3-0. Annalie, I'm going to come to you first. Lose the first game in a close one here. We usually see you guys roll the second and third game pretty quickly, but what were the biggest challenges that Catherine and Christian were giving you guys today on court?
Well, we went up in the first game pretty early by a lot, and I think personally I just kind of let my guard down, and then Christian started attacking me a lot, and I got a little flustered, started missing some uncharacteristic dinks and stuff because of the pressure he was putting on me. So they played really well. Congrats to them for pushing us like that, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't play great until about the third game, so once again, thank you, Ben.
Great job, Ben. You lost the first game. I thought you stayed really calm emotionally. I'm going to give you a chance to love on Annalie here. What about her game and presence on court makes you stay calm in those situations?
Yeah, you know, I mean, everyone can't play their best all the time, but, you know, I don't think I've ever seen Annalie play badly for more than one game. She's awfully resilient. So, you know, she's somebody that really doesn't get down on herself, and with just a little bit of support, she'll come right back. So, you know, just be there, be stable, and you can pretty much guarantee that she's going to bring her A game in a game or two.
Strategically, that second game, I thought the big turnaround, Ben, was that two-handed backhand on the roll dink. Really pulled Alshon out wide, changed the dynamics. Was that something that was talked about, or you're just like, I need to change something up here?
Yeah, talked about it a little bit, mostly because I started hitting it, got some pop-ups from it, and basically I was just telling Annalie, you know, you can lean in off of that because it's not really going to be attacked very often. So kind of looked to be aggressive, and, you know, she's got the best off-the-bounce attacks in the game. So I was like, just pull triggers. That's what you do. So go ahead.
My mom kept telling me to stay steady dinking with Catherine, and Ben kept telling me just pull the trigger on it.
Bombs away.
Who do you listen to first, Ben or your mom?
I think it was like a combination of both what I needed to do, but the first like couple points in the third game, I ripped a couple balls, and it made me feel better. So I don't know, Ben might have taken the cake on that one today.
Always good to get that out of the way. Annalie, you are 3-0 in singles, 3-0 now in mixed doubles. How long does it take before you and Catherine regroup here after you guys just battled it out to get ready for gender doubles?
Yeah, I think we have a couple match breaks. That gives us enough time. We'll reset for this next match coming up, this next mixed match, but then we'll probably hit like around the middle of the first game with the men's doubles and kind of regroup and talk strategy. We didn't have a great match last night, so I think we're ready to come for revenge today. So I think we'll kind of both forget about this match and then just think about the women's, because we really want to win this one tonight. So we'll probably be thinking about that from now on.
Well, congratulations to you both.
We both made it through pool play too. Sorry, I was just going to say we both made it through pool play too in the mix, so it didn't really, this match mattered, but it really didn't, so it was good.
Well, congratulations to you both. On to the semifinals. We're looking forward to seeing you both in gender doubles. Thanks, guys. A strong match for them, though. I mean, for them to really get pushed in that three-game, like I said, we don't see it often, but playing well, and that's a partnership that's going to continue to push them.
Of course, and I think it's great for them to be tested going into semifinal Saturday. It's not going to get easier from here. Obviously, they win almost every single tournament they're in, so they expect to win, but being pushed, it's a wake-up call. All right, we need to be on our best behavior, and we need to really bring our A game. They did so in that third, and they're going to be dangerous as always.
And speaking of new teams coming in to push that number one team, Johnson & Johnson, the sibling duo, and then you have Bright and Tardio, the new pairing here in the finals. They're coming up next. What do you expect out of that matchup?
A lot of hand speed, a lot of firepower. Anna Bright, Gabe Tardio, that's a team to watch. A new pairing. Tardio, one of the best young and up-and-coming players we have on tour with the crazy hand speed. Again, another 2-0 in pool play. They're just looking for who can get that number one seed, stay away from Ben Johns and Annalie Waters. So that's a big match, a lot of implications on the line.
Well, I'm excited to see this one. They all know each other's game very well all training down in South Florida. We're going to have that match right after this break. It's the CIBC